performer, welcome back, Mr. Michael McNevin.
Thank you, John. Let's hear it for John, everybody. Let's hear it for John.
Yeah!
Every month. Thanks for doing this, man. Really, really, really good of you to do this. Thanks for inviting me back. I'm honored to kick it off today. I've got a birthday. Turned the big 6-0 yesterday. And I'm having parties here at the Mud Puddle Shop. That's where I am right now. This is my little venue in the East Bay down in Niles, district of Fremont against the hills. Little old train town. Charlie Chaplin filmed The Tramp here. In fact, he used to sleep in the house behind this shop where I am right now. Maybe I'll do something based on that, but right now I'm tuned up to D because a lot of the musicians playing today said, hey, let's play stuff in drop D. So I'll start with a song, it's called Still Red. I dedicate this to my dad, my 87-year-old pop. Based on that. He's doing well too, all right? And anybody who's into horses and ranching, and then anybody retired, we'll send it out to mainly the people who don't have to ride the horses and fix the fences and chase the cattle anymore. Easy chair up in the hayloft, Coca-Cola fridge in the shed. Something ain't right, the radio's dead. Nothing grazing in the field, I got a cage to rattle. All hat and no cattle, but the barn's still red. All hat and no cattle, but the barn's still red. Put a bet on the swayback mule, spend a day at the track. It'll even out at the poker game or shooting pool. Bad luck comes back like a boomerang. Hey, let's all ride a mechanical bull. Yeah, let's all ride a mechanical bull. The big oak ain't what it used to be. One good storm and it's smithereens. Take an axe to it limb by limb. New pile of firewood, winter coming on. Trees long gone, but the stove's still red. Trees long gone, but the coal's still red. Looking at the long haul, looking at the long haul. Back 40 in the corner underneath the cross. Someday I'll be out there too. There lies a buckaroo. Barn doors open, the horse got out long time ago. Geese flew south. Big Dipper don't care what the compass don't know, or what a broken clock says. Burning daylight, sun's long gone, but the sky's still red. Trees long gone, but the stove's still red. All hat and no cattle, but the barn's still red. All hat and no cattle, but the barn's still red. roar the crowd.
Oh.
Wait a minute. It's for the cowboys out there who are done doing this. That's for you bunch of roping riding cowboys and cowgirls. I'm not a cowboy. I just play one on TV. Yeah. I did have horses. My dad, for my birthday, my dad gave me some pictures, framed them. I came across them just the other day in storage of these old photos of me when we had land up in Cloverdale. We had some land and some horses, and I better do the do not disturb. Hold on. Sorry about that. For 1 hour. All right. Sorry about the ding. I have another one here though. I got all kinds of sound effects in here. That's my Halloween box there. Come on, play a song. Okay, drop D. So what else have I got in drop D? Oh, this goes good with this one. Here's a crow, right? Here's a song called Scarecrow. She's a seabird, I'm a scarecrow. She came to rest upon my elbow. She flies fast, I watch the corn grow. Will she come back? Well, damned if I know. Damned if I know. Dirty collar, wrinkled pockets, felt hat hanging across my sockets. Arms of wood, crooked jaw. Am I the saddest thing? Am I the saddest thing she ever saw? She's a seabird, I'm a scarecrow. Will I turn to driftwood in the shallows? Well, damned if I know. Damned if I know. Could I go beyond the barbed wire? If I could walk, I'd run like wildfire. To the beaches, to the boats, where she dives and where she floats. That song, big blue water to a scarecrow. Will I turn to driftwood in the shallows? Well, damned if I know. Damned if I know. Damned if I know. I chase off a flock of thieves, but one lone robber ain't afraid of me. Where she lands and when she leaves ain't got much to do with me. That's some deep blue water to a scarecrow. Will I turn to driftwood in the the shallows. Well, damned if I know. Damned if I know. She's a seabird, I'm a scarecrow. She came to rest upon my elbow. She flies fast, I watch the corn grow. Will she come back? Well, damned if I know. Damned if I know. Damned if I know. Damned if I know.
Yes! Ow! Yay!
Yay! The roar of the crowd, the roar of the crowd, all two of us. Yeah, I know there are people tuned in, so thank you for tuning in, everybody. Hey, John, I took advantage of that. I had to invite people to my parties, my gigs. I guess it's not a secret anymore, the 50 limit. So
Oh,
happy
yeah.
about happy about that for a while until hopefully they just leave it that way. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, that's just tech talk between me and John. Pay no attention to the people behind the green curtain. Wizard of Oz pulling levers. You were doing a lot of that for the show, John. Appreciate it. You really stick your feet in up to your knees and then you get muddy. You need to come here sometime and jam. We'll get
Yeah.
muddy. This is called the Mud Puddle Shop, by the way. I have a lot of songs with mud in them as a result. Let's see, do another one. I don't know. I've got another drop D song, but I'm gonna go a little further. I'll do a double drop D. So now the two E strings are down to D, and after this I'll do a different tuning altogether from that. This is a song I wrote based on a play called "Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean, Jimmy Dean," which was a play about a James Dean fan club in West Texas when James Dean, Rock Hudson, and Elizabeth Taylor went out to this middle of nowhere in Texas to film the film Giant. So there's a lot of references to the movie Giant in here, and in particular the play. I played Joe in college. Took acting for a year, and I played Joe in this thing. And they made a movie out of it that's a lot like a play. They filmed it kind of like a play would be shot. It wasn't really a movie with perfect scene and all that. It was more done like an ensemble play. I was the only guy in the cast. It was Cher and Karen Black. A bunch of people were in this thing a long time ago. Somebody wrote it in the 70s, and it got produced on Broadway or something in the 80s, and then I was in the play when I was in college as a kid. TMI, I guess, because if I just sing the song, you wouldn't know any of that. You just go, oh, it's a song called Giant. Or Giant Lonesome. It's called Giant Lonesome. Well, that ceiling fan was working back in 1955 when James Dean was making Giant in a field outside of town. And those chairs are full of movie stars, thick as flies around the sandwich bar, signing autographs and acting like they'd always be around. And then it all sort of fell apart. There ain't no more to tell. These parts are drier than the wells we used to drink from. And it's a blister of a day, and this town has got a way to turn a little field full of hay into a giant lonesome. get out of school, duck and hide, head out to see the big facade. Watch for Liz and James and fill our minds with impossible affairs. But it was better than the life we knew. The soda shop, the Friday cruise. It was boredom at its finest, looking at a house that wasn't there. And then it all sort of fell apart. There ain't no more to tell. These parts are drier than the wells we used to drink from. And it's a blister of a day, and this town has got a way to turn. A little field full of hay into a giant lonesome. To a giant lonesome. And then one night we let our dreams collide on the porch of that old house facade. I pretended you were Liz, and you pretended I was James. 9 months later you were big, running like you always did. Told the town you had the rebel's kid, and you would not share my name. That ceiling fan is broke, 'cause it's 45 years old, and those chairs are full of ghosts, as thick as flies again. And it's a blister of a day, and this town has got a way to turn. A little field full of hay into a giant lonesome. And it's a blister of a day, and this town has got a way to turn. A little field full of hay into a giant lonesome. Into a giant lonesome.
Yes.
Thank you. So that's on a record. I've got this song, I got this little collection I did. This is an old record now. It was just supposed to be a bunch of songs that I was recording before I got hit by a truck, you know, guitar vocals. And then it's called In the Rough. I don't even know if it's available online or not. You know, like I don't know that it might be on Spotify, might not. But you can always write to me if you want to get a hold of my music. I'm at michaelmcnevin.com. And I just launched a brand new Patreon page, finally. I had procrastinitis for a while over that, and I finally did it. So it's patreon.com/Michael McNevin. And if you want to throw a cup of coffee, $1 into my jar once a month, it helps me survive. It helps a lot of artists survive, especially in these times. But you can find me at michaelmcnevin.com if you just want to write to me or say hi and get music. And a lot of it's downloadable at the site and also Bandcamp. And that stuff's behind me. The Bandcamp is michaelmcnevin.bandcamp.com. There's a bunch of singles up there as well. I've been recording a little bit. Okay, maybe another one, because I think I think I got time for probably one more. So what can I do now? This is a kind of a picky one. I got to finger pick this sucker. Maybe I should make sure I got. Well, we'll wing it, okay? So you got your double drop D. So both both for those guitar players out there who care, the E strings are down to D, and now I'm going to raise the B string up to a C.
Double D and C.
Double D, double drop D plus a raised B string up to a C, a half step. And And
Does that give you a chord when you just strum open or no?
yeah, that's the chord right there. I don't know what that is. Probably it's a D something,
Yeah.
suspended fourth,
Nice.
flat five, major whatever, minor something. It's got a C in it. If it's an open D and it's got a C in it, I don't know. You tell me. A 9? I guess that's a ninth.
Ask Dawn. She's a teacher. Dawn will tell you.
All right, this is called Bagger. There's a grocery store just up the street that I grew up working for the grocery store. Little song for the blue collar population. All right, thanks for having me, John. This is my last one. It's called Bagger. I bagged the groceries at store number 3. I wear a white shirt and tie, no one faster than me. I'm the youngest bagger here. I work 4 shifts a week. I wet down the produce and I bale up the cardboard. I clean up the eggs when they drop them on the floor. And I fetch all the shopping carts in front of the store. And I know I'm the low man on the pole. Nowhere but up to go for me. The bagger at store number 3. I play along where the checker cracks a joke to help pass the time for the kids and their folks. They say, throw in some candy, man, I'm dying for smoke. They read the gossip and the rags by the stands. They talk about the neighborhood, the heat and the gangs. And I count the bottles they trade in for change, but it stays the same for the low man on the pole. Every time I punch the clock I see the world from store number 3. A woman comes in here 2 times a month for a 12-pack of lager and a Hunger Man lunch. I walk her outside, she leans on the cart. Then she leans on my memory, she forgot where she parked. Some live on welfare, they got children to feed. Some turn to stealing to get what they need, but most of they work and spend it like me. As fast as the bagger at store number 3. At night I start the sweeping and I straighten up the rows. At 10 I hear my brother say, come on, it's time to close. He got me in here, taught me everything I know. Like when to keep my mouth shut, when to speak my mind, when to take a shortcut, when to take my time, and how to let the people know it's okay to be in line, and how to give some credit to the low man on the pole. punch the clock, I see the world from store number 3.
Woo! Nice picking.
Thanks,
Love
everybody.
that.
For those
So
of you
great.
watching, if you catch the show now or later on the reruns, I play every morning, Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock on my Facebook wall. So,
Awesome.
visit
Thank
me on
you.
facebook.com/mudpuddlemusic. Thanks. Have a great day, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
Michael.
I'll try to tune in a little bit later after my other stuff's over with.
Okay. Happy
That's
birthday.
awesome.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.
Happy party.